If you only have one day to visit Paris and want to see as much as possible, here is a perfect itinerary for you. The itinerary consists of a museum, cathedral, church, opera house, department store, park, historical landmarks, and food places. Everything you must visit in Paris. You can access the itinerary in the description for free. It would be available via Notion, Google Docs, and other platforms. The guide will include everything in the video: Google Maps links, transport details, order recommendations, prices, and other. Here are a few things you need to consider. First, you can't do this itinerary on a Monday or Tuesday due to some places being closed on those days. Second, this guide is best suited for relatively active people. Third, hopefully you are planning this trip at least 2 days in advance. Some places, like Louvre, could be booked a few days in advance during peak seasons. Okay, let's start. The first stop is La Maison d'Isabelle, where you will grab pastries for your breakfast. The bakery won the Best Croissant in Paris award in 2018. Here are a few recommendations for you to choose from. Let's say you get croissants and a quiche for €5.70 total. The bakery doesn't sell coffee, so the next stop is Shakespeare & Company Cafe, just 6 minutes away. Grab yourself a coffee or other beverage to have with your pastry. Americano will cost you €4. You can sit in the cafe, or you can go across the street to Square René Viviani and sit on one of the benches and enjoy the view of Notre Dame. The square is home to the oldest street in Paris. It's over 400 years old, so don't forget to check it out. After you had your breakfast, check out Shakespeare & Company English language bookstore that is right next to the cafe. After browsing in the bookstore, cross the bridge to take a closer look at Notre Dame. Right now it is closed due to the reconstruction work, but it's still an impressive sight. Then take a leisurely 25-minute stroll along the Seine River towards the Louvre Museum and enjoy the view of the city. Don't worry, this will be the longest distance you will walk today. When near the museum, don't use the main entrance. Find this place. Location will be in the guide in the description. Go down the stairs, and there you will find directions towards the Louvre. This way, you will avoid the big line outside. Note that this way you must get your ticket online a few days before the trip and choose the time of the visit correctly. The Louvre is the world's largest art museum. This building was once the home of French kings, including Louis XIV. During the French Revolution in the 18th century, the Louvre was converted into a museum. Individual tickets for the museum cost €22. You will need around 3 hours to visit every wing of the museum. In the written itinerary in the description, you will find links to videos and articles with interesting facts about every location mentioned in the itinerary, so don't forget to check it out. After Louvre, take a quick 6-minute walk to Café de la Régence for lunch. It's an old-school French restaurant where you must try their classic French onion soup. Soup plus a Caesar salad will cost you €28. Tap water is free in Paris, but just ask for it correctly to not be charged for bottled water. Your next destination is Tuileries Garden near the Louvre. The garden was designed in 1664. Take a seat on one of the green chairs near a pond and take in the scenery. Next up, take an 11-minute walk to La Madeleine Catholic Church. It was planned by Louis XV, but work halted due to the French Revolution. Napoleon had it redesigned in the neoclassical style to become a monument to the glory of his armies. The entrance is free. Next, you will visit the Opera House, Palais Garnier, around 10 minutes walk from the church. Built in 1875 by architect Charles Garnier, initially it was referenced to as the New Paris Opera House, now mainly used for ballet. To be safe, buy tickets online, but there is also an option to get them from ticket machines inside. Self-guided tickets will cost you €15. Behind the opera is a 130-year-old luxury department store, the biggest department store chain in Europe, with luxury brand shops, a glass dome ceiling, and a free access rooftop with a view of the Eiffel Tower. You can shop for gifts inside, then go onto the roof to enjoy the view of the city. Next, take a 15-minute stroll to Vaudeville, a classic French restaurant opened since 1918 with amazing seafood. The menu starter, main course, and dessert will cost you €29.90. Reserve a table on their website at least 2 days prior. After dinner, take a 12-minute train ride to the Palais de Chaillot, where you will have the best view of the Eiffel Tower. It's a perfect place for pictures. Cross the bridge, take a seat on one of the benches in the garden, and enjoy the view. From the Eiffel Tower, you can take a 15-minute walk to Gatsby, a 1920s themed bar, to end your night. 2 orange velvet cocktails will cost €14 each. And the total for the day is €134.75, including all tickets, food, and transport. This is how your trip plan will look on the phone. I recommend using Notion, but there are more options in the description. First, you can see a to-do list with tickets and restaurant reservations that you must get first. The earlier, the better. Next is the actual itinerary in the form of a checklist. Each name of a place has a link to Google Maps location. By clicking Info, you will see a short description of the place or a video description. Under it is the distance between places. It is also a link to a route between places on Google Maps. Metro routes are also included. And the last thing is a list of your tips for your trip. The whole thing can be read in under 2 minutes, so don't skip it. The itinerary is totally free on all platforms. Check it out in the description below the video. Thank you for watching, and subscribe if you want to see similar content. If you have suggestions on how to improve the quality of our videos, please write them down in the comments. Thank you. Bye.